Howdy folks, Jamboree here. In today's video I'm going to be doing a Patron requested review of Good Boys. Max, 4 and Lucas are best friends who go by the name of the Beanbag Boys. When Max gets the three invited to a kissing party, the boys are uncertain how to actually kiss. Max steals his dad's camera drone so that the boys can spy on their neighbour Hannah and their best friend Lily, in hopes of seeing how teenagers kiss. However, Max and 4 fight over the drone, only for Hannah to snatch it. Lily and Hannah confiscate the drone from the boys, so 4 steals the girls' party drugs from them. What begins as a back and forth game of both sides trying to get what belongs to them back. I wasn't sure if I was going to find this movie funny, because I find producer Seth Rogen's comedy to be hit or miss. Plus, I wasn't really sure how much material you could get from a premise like this. However, I was delighted how often Good Boys got big boisterous laughs out of me. Consistently too.
Lasagna and soda? Don't tell my parents you gave me this.
It is hilarious.
We're getting a divorce.
Most of the humour comes from these innocent boys' uneducated misconceptions of the adult world. They act like they know everything, but really, their understandings of mature things come from gossip, bad PSAs, and assumptions. The jokes frequently hit because this film knows how to make the gullibility of these boys hilarious.
Oh, bingo!
What is it?
I have no idea.
That's a tampon.
What's it for?
Girls shove it up their buttholes to stop babies from coming out. An 8th grader told me that.
The human body is truly a mystery.
Now, sure, I can imagine some audiences feeling uncomfortable seeing the boys being put in sinister situations or interacting with sex toys. I totally get that, but the film never tries to corrupt these boys. Like I said, the comedy comes from how adorably naive they are. At the end of the day, as much as grown-ups don't like to think about it, every boy gets to an age of curiosity regarding sex, drugs, profanity and alcohol. The film's frank window into this stage of puberty helps it to be honest about an underlooked part of growing up. It's also important to remember that this is an R-rated movie. It's not targeted at actual kids, which means that these boys aren't meant to be role models, but rather caricatures of tweens for comedy.
What's a hand job? It's when a girl jerks you off until you cum, and then it's your job to clean it up.
I don't think it's cum.
Yeah, C-U-M, cum.
I'll admit that the movie's actual story didn't click with me, because it's a little too convoluted. Look, I'm down for a silly setup for a cheeky comedy, but this film made me perform mind gymnastics a lot. You have to keep constant track of who has the drugs, what's happened to the drone, where the boys are, where the teenage girls are. The whole thing could have been simplified down to getting back a drone from some bully neighbours.
We're making a citizen's arrest! You're both under arrest! Get on the ground!
Jesus.
Up! Stay still! Hands up! Stay still! Hands up! Get down now!
What surprised me the most about this film, though, is its hidden heart behind all of its crass immaturity. As ridiculous as it gets, the boys' friendship is what gives the film some unexpected emotion. When I say that, I don't mean that the film has a cheesy friendship is everything message. This is a film that takes a more vulnerable look at friendship. How friendship sometimes doesn't last forever. Friendships can be fragile, friendships can be fleeting, friendships can be tested, friendships can get heated. Even Lily and Hannah get to present their own perspective on the harsh truths of having childhood mates.
I just figured you guys knew each other for longer.
Yeah, everybody knows you meet your best friends in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason you're friends with people back then is because you live close to each other.
Or because, like, your parents are friends.
No, that's not true for us. We're friends because we like each other. And we live close together.
And our parents are friends.
After the kissing party, Max, Lucas and 4 go their separate ways, which leads to this bittersweet montage of them finding themselves without each other. I actually teared up watching these boys embracing who they are and growing into themselves, as they defy the expectations of other kids to find their own happiness. The 3 do eventually reunite. It's not some corny ending though. They confess that they have their own paths to lead, but will always be there for each other. It's such an authentic and realistic take on childhood friendships that I didn't see coming from a film this infantile. To conclude, Good Boys isn't for everyone. It'll test your comfort levels for sure, and you might find it to be too zany. Personally though, I had a really good time with it. It made me go on an emotional roller coaster of laughs, gasps, and tears. Just like any decent fun movie should. So what did you think of Good Boys? Let everyone know in the comment section below, and don't forget to click that like button. I've been Jamboree, cheerio folks.